Welcome back to ajspeller.com. In today's tutorial, we'll be multiplying fractions. Let's start off with the fraction 2/3 times 4/5. Right? Whenever we're multiplying fractions, all we have to do is multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. All right, so here we're going to start with the numerators. 2 times 4 to give us 8, and then our denominator 3 times 5 to give us 15. So here we see the product of these two fractions is 18/15. Let's take a look at another example. Here we're going to multiply 5/6 times 3/10, and again we multiply across the numerators and then across our denominators. All right, numerators 5 times 3 to give us 15, and then our denominators 6 times 10 to give us 60. We notice here that in the ones place we have a 5 and a 0 for these two numbers, so we know we can divide both of these numbers by 5. All right, well, 15 divided by 5 leaves us with 3, and then 60 divided by 5 leaves us with 12. Again, we see that we can simplify some more. We can divide both of these numbers, the 12 and the 3, by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we see our answer here comes out to 1/4. We had to do multiple divisions here to simplify because we didn't pick the greatest common factor. If we would have divided by 15, and I know that it's 15 because we divided by 3 and we divided by 5, 5 times 3 is 15. So let me just rewrite the fraction here. So if we were to divide it by the GCF of 15 for the numerator and 15 for the denominator, well, 15 divided by 15 is 1, and 15 goes into 64 times. So there um, with one simplification, we would have got to the answer that we needed. All right, let's do another example. Let's do 2/7 times 3/4. All right, again, we multiply across the numerators and across the denominators. 2 times 3 to give us 6, and 7 times 4 to give us 28. Both of these numbers are even, so we know we can divide both of these numbers by 2. All right, well, half of 6 is 3, and half of 28 is 14. So here we have 3/14 as the product. And let's do one last example. Let's multiply 4/9 times 5/8. All right, multiply across the numerators and across the denominators. 4 times 5 to give us 20, and then 9 times 8 to give us 72. Again, these numbers are even, so I can divide by 2, which means just take half of them. Well, half of 20 is 10, and half of 72 is 36. Numbers are still even, so I can divide by 2 yet again. Half of 10 is 5, and half of 36 is 18. So here my answer, or my product, came out to be 5/18. And again, we did not divide by the greatest common factor. Here we divided by 2 and divided by 2, so that means that the greatest common factor would have been 4. So let's do that here. So 20 divided by 4, and then 72 divided by 4. So 20 divided by 4, of course, gives us 5. And if we do the long division for the with the 4 as the divisor, 72 is the dividend. 7 divided by 4, that's 1 time. 1 times 4 is 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. And then I bring down the 2. 4 goes into 32 8 times, and 8 times 4 is 32. No numbers left, so I know my denominator here is 18. So both ways, either simplifying by using factors that are not the greatest, still get you to the answer, just takes you a few more steps. If you use the greatest common factor, you get to that simplified fraction even faster. All right, well, that sums up this video by ajspeller.com, and as always, thank you for watching.